I know, Mars. I know, but listen, man. That's just a game. They will never do that. If that happened, most people will protesting someday. And oh, hey, sorry about the commotion here. You see, we got some misunderstanding here. So shut up, March. Let me talk first. So remember that McDonald's game? Yet that one. And remember when March are gone from previous video? That is the part when March rummaging my files and found out that McDonald's. Yes, yes, I know, March. Yes, I know. But you just cannot attack McDonald's just because that happened. Oh, really? How and where did you know they do that based on this game? I bet you. Oh, oh, uh, hey, you cannot convince me. Need more than. Okay. Hey, of course that happened. But you need more. Oh, oh, wait a second, Mars. I realize those supplier are third party. It has nothing to do with them. Oh, it indeed directly linked to them. Oh. Oh, so they do foreplay and that game was not satire all along. Oh no. Eh, Much, much, don't you dare to attack them. You know they are big corporation. Sooner or later, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, what are you? Ouch, ouch. Wait, hey, what are you? Yes, fine. I'll do it. I play them and explain it. Ah, why you do this to me right now? Okay. Sorry, folks. It looks like I have to pay the price right now. I know you don't like a literal propaganda shove strike into your face, or unnecessary information just left your face out of nowhere. But I gotta do his bidding. So, just enjoy it for a while. Luckily, this part may ease his anger for a while because topic in this video are about nature. And March loves nature, which is part of what he is doing outside of this. Basically, travel around the world and do some nature protecting thingy like some people. David Suzuki, for example.
Hi, I'm David Suzuki. You know, there's an old expression whoever pays the piper calls the tunes. And never was there a time when this was more relevant in thinking about the major issues that confront us.
But enough of that. March, are you done yet? Fine, let's get on with it. Into National Geographic series combined with Olympic, but for kids. Why you ask? Because March has many friends around the world, on land, sea, or air. You don't know him personally, but let's say he has naturalistic persona, which define the uniqueness of what is world and its beauty. For example, would you rather watch people build a dam to cut off a small river or watch them play badminton because that is what they are doing right now in Beaver Badminton? In this game, you are playing as Beaver and sadly no multiplayer? Why? Since Beaver working together and tirelessly to build a dam for various reasons, like a simple creature with awkward body shape and ungainly nature, fighting in a big world with big predators in it. Creating a stronghold using nearby tree they can cut near their home really is the situation when it's completed. Either tree stick, logs, small branches, stone, they're gonna put it to create a shelter inside that dam as a lodge. Since they are fragile creatures with small body, fighting fierce predators are not their defensive game. But when they finish building their home, sure they can play badminton on their free time. And that is what they are doing right now. Obviously in this game, precisely, Drake Beaver on right side that play badminton with his own kin. To play, use arrow keys and your beaver automatically hit shuttlecock, or I rather call it birdie, to beat your friend on 3 game and 3 rounds, or levels with obviously easy, medium, and hard difficulty per round. But you need to score 7 to proceed to the next round. So basically 7 times 3 equal 21 score to proceed to the next levels. But also pay attention to the bonus score on upper screen as per hit from your beaver always reduced by 50 points. So, beat your friend as fast, effective as possible to rack more score from bonus points, but watch out on round 2 and 3 when this puddle of water introduced as hazard or boost for both beavers. Because when you touch it, your movement becomes faster, or I should say slippery as ice, which just doesn't make any sense. Still, you can use it for your advantage, just carefully to use it as it really slippery. Overall, simple badminton game for kids with good approach in it. As much said, you better not harm or disturb this creature for the sake of nature. Got it? Next March? Oh, dolphin diving. These small-toothed cetacean mammals can be found on every ocean. These dolphins are mostly marines, either in ocean, brackish waters along coastline, and even rivers. But we are not talking how detailed their life is, but their intelligence. Yeah, not only dolphins communicate in various ways, either using sounds such as squeaks, buzzes, whistles, or clicks, but also moving their bodies or tails, and bizarre one using bubbles, which I'm not sure how that works. Speaking moving their body to communicate, they can also doing tricks, which is we are not talking about train one. I get it, March, I get it, not that one. But in their original habitat on vast ocean, not on the sea world of course. Except in this game, we are not in a group of dolphins which mostly on group or pods based on their species and location or even source of foods. Because I do believe this game takes place in African coastline that perhaps attract tourists to see this single lovely dolphin doing tricks. In this game, we are playing this fella that must impress tourists by doing various tricks exactly 3 times only. Which, why 3 times? I wonder why. But anyway, to do this, you need to fill the speed meter on the upper screen by repeatedly tapping left and right arrow keys as fast as you can, or in my case, hold left while repeatedly tapping right for full power so the dolphin can jump higher. After that, you need to use arrow keys again to perform various tricks. As far as I know, there are only 3 tricks: twister, somersault, and tail flip, which is cute. After that, you need to land precisely based on this information. There are 3 criteria to land: bad, good, and perfect. Each criteria gives you bonus score, except bad. So, land perfectly and get high score as you can. Overall, simple but challenging game due to limited chances. And yeah, you see that? Release those dolphins on the sea world, you human enslaver. Hey, why can you do it yourself? Yeah, that's cool to me, but don't wake me into your own mess. Got it? Okay, next. Elephant weightlifting. I do not like this one. Alright, March. I know this one might remind you with that hurt and your fell in character, I know, but let's just focus on this video only. Okay? Cool. Okay? So, elephant, huh? These largest land animals that inhabit Africa and Asia, as you know, one of the intelligent mammals which has the largest brain of all land animals. Kind of in danger and threatened by constant poacher, ivory, or tusk, well done by private works that justify March meltdown. Yeah, maddening. But sometimes March was kind of relieved with elephants that taken care in sanctuary because living in wild is not sunshine and rainbows, just like Rocky said.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
But in this game, the situation much better because I believe we are in sanctuary. Perhaps? And we are controlling this friendly big boy to lift barbel of banana and hold it for several seconds. To play, the same as dolphin diving, press left and right arrow keys repeatedly to increase parameter on right screen. Then, when Big Boy successfully lift the barbell with his mighty trunk, we must balance it for 3 seconds I believe, by using the same control to move Big Boy so he can hold them up and prevent losing balance. There are 10 levels with various difficulty which I must say pretty exhausting for kids game. For example, with every level you progress, the banana barbell will gradually become heavier. Then, the power meter will become harder and slower to fill up, making your fingers sore real quick. But the problem's still not over yet. The more heavier the barbell, the more unbalanced your position, resulting Big Boy easily leaning to left or right so the barbell might fall off. This is the difficult part, plus the timer which you must fill the power meter quickly. And the judges. Oh boy, you need at least 2 white score to proceed to the next level. If you receive 2 red score or fall off, game over. And no continue, meaning you will start all over again, which is sucks. You know, some game like this can be pretty tedious and frustrating at some point, but I tell you what, there is more. But other than that, this game was charming and pretty easy, but the difficulty quickly ramping up if you don't adapt quickly. Next one, March. Heron Javelin. Oh, this one is too simple. But wait a minute. Javelin. Why javelin? Heron is one of many long-legged wading birds that commonly live in a tropic climate. Mostly live on the margins of water bodies where mostly they can easily hunt their prey, with the shape of their bills which is sharp and long, allowing them to spear their prey. Not the same as cranes, there are obvious differences between them. Now, I do believe the javelin part was because their bills that shape like javelin or spear, and so this game was inspired from it. But how it implemented into the game? Well, I believe they combine javelin throw and long jump into mechanic in this game because we have to play as this heron that... wait a second, is that on the background? Animals? They watching us? So all along they are audiences in this Olympic? Wow, I never realized that. Then where are the humans? Well, don't know what happened to them, but anyway, let's just stick to the game. In this game, the same as dolphin diving, you have 3 chances and movements, left and right once again to make the heron running, and then we got space to jump. You need to jump before the red line or you get disqualified, so pay attention. Just that, nothing fancy or frustrating, just combine sports into an easy kids game. Cool. Next. Oh man, I hate you. Monkey bars gymnastics. I have constant regret with this one. If previous one is the easiest one, this game is the total opposite. The hardest than any game combined in this video. Why? Because this is rhythm game. Yeah, it's all TikTok all over again. I just want to know why monkey bars. I know it was object you find at playground or kids park, but monkey? A small to mid-sized tree-dwelling mammals that have long, flexible, and highly dexterous hands and feet for climbing and gripping into branches? Monkeys sure are social creatures that usually live together, mostly in groups, either male or female or both. Commonly, we humans perceive them as primates with their look, intelligence, and body that share similarity that almost close enough. But with how they communicate, which is what separated this primate from us, humans. Either they use a variety of noise to express their situation, or using body language mostly to show fear or aggression. But in this game, his fur boy used both expression and body language to impress everyone with his acrobatic skill on a gymnastic horizontal bars without the mattress. You know, first of all, I do believe safety first to prevent casualties. But why Shop Creative didn't put it in there? People know falling from any height is one of the worst scenario. Second, children is not a fool nor stupid. They know falling off is not a fun idea. Third, we talk about it later. Now let's just see the game itself. As you can see, it's just simple rhythm game with arrow keys to gain score by matching the arrow keys as precise as possible. Throughout every levels, each has its own difficulty and speed. There are 10 levels with each level contain 5 sections to deal with various speed and arrows combination, either 1 or 2 buttons. Pretty simple enough, right? Well, here's the annoying part. To gain score, you need to press button with perfect precise and almost precise. This result directly accumulated into 3 judges assessment. If you score perfect combo, you get bigger bonus score. If not, small bonus score. Doesn't matter with the result scores either. Now, you might think, how about we miss at least 1 button? Well, that is the third part. If elephant weightlifting giving you 1 chance and simply 1 performance to get this over with, sounds simple enough. You win, you proceed, but lose, you start all over again. Although you get sore fingers, but not in this game. You see, you only have 3 chances, no more or less. But pay attention, you don't have limit to how you should miss a button. If you know what I mean, congratulations, you understand the meaning of pain and suffering. This game want you to be perfect as possible because failure is an instant punch in the face. Why? Because if you miss even one button, it's a failure. No, I'm not kidding. Not miss one, two, three button just like Guitar Hero or any rhythm game, that basically you lose small percentage of health bar and combo. But in this game, you literally lose a chances. And the worst of all, if you lose in the middle of section, let's say fourth section, you do it all over again from beginning. That is cruel as hell. This is kids game. You should at least lower the difficulty because my goodness, they cranking up the difficulty in this game on higher levels that really frustrating you. And look at that. You miss one, Furboy fall to the ground like that. Yikes. I was expecting Furboy to stand on ground, but nope. Casualties, ladies and gentlemen. Casualties.
Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
Good. Also myself as well. It took me more than 10 attempts to beat this game. Literally match made in hell. Overall, it's challenging game, but the decision to put trials and error in this egregious direction is not suitable for children at all. Even though almost all game feels trials and error, this one is the most tedious and annoying. Well, that was a rough one. But let's just go to something different and far more relaxing than... And much say photography. In this game called Planet Rescue and Australia Zoo, Track and Snap. In this game, we just need to take photos from various animals with various biomes in it. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and best of it, relaxing kids game. You use mouse to observe the area, arrow keys to zoom in and out, but here's the strange one. To take photo, use space. Space? Why don't you use left click instead? I don't understand that decision. Other than that, simple game. You look around looking for diverse creatures, either land or aquatic fauna. You got polar bear, whale, dolphin, panda, monarch butterfly, and elephant once again. Now, here's the crucial part. To gain score ranging from 0 to 100, you need to take photo by certain criteria, like camera focus, zoom level, and even animal doing certain pose, which affect the score per photo, and you only have 25 chances to take photo from many animals, no restriction whatsoever. So, if you took blurry one, it's an instant reject in my opinion. But hey, this is relaxing game, so take your time because this game gives you 33 minutes long to travel from various location to another one to track down various fauna. You can choose to track down map area or any animals you have caught so far. Although some animals are doing some kind of escaping gimmick for strict and scripted time, requires you to pay attention in their behavior so you won't miss them to take the best photo. Overall, easy and simple yet challenging game because how the score affected by how you took the pictures. But the nature of this game is about the charm of the wilderness itself by promoting a small bit of information about animal and their habitat in the wild as this game features some of this in this simple yet complex direction. Cool. Well, March, you got another? Zipper the dog. Oh, it's National Geographic Kids once again. Fine, let's do it. So basically it's for kids again, but with a dog mascot called Zipper. This cute puppy. Now, I was thinking, what was his breed? I'm trying to find breed that's similar to his portrayal, and I found one that I think close enough. Cavalier King Charles Spaniels look close enough, I dare say, but also close enough to Basset Hound, that close to his small and short body. I don't know which one, but at least we have references to Zipper's design here. So March, which first Zipper's game we need to play? Oh, play fetch with Zipper. Okay, here it is. In this game, we are controlling Zipper to catch falling objects. Sounds easy, right? Kinda. To play, move Zipper with mouse. To catch object, hold left click and release it. The longer you hold, the further Zipper's jump is. To catch various objects such as tennis ball, frisbee, and bone. But to do this, you need to pay attention to Zipper's shadow. That is your crosshair to catch object, because various objects has their own shadow ranging from short to long one, that being thrown from sky, either on one place or travel to left or right. but sometimes the object falls lately to the ground, causing you misinterpret its position. Kind of tricky and precise, but you get the hang of it. The score depends on how far Zipper gets them from ground, so you need to interpret your jump correctly. But sometimes force you to take small jump as the score is low. There are only two levels as far I can get, forest and beach with crab in it. Luckily, it doesn't pin Zipper, just for decoration. Another kind of interesting decoration is when you lose chance, Zipper's ears is moving. That is kinda cute. Overall, just simple catch game. For kids, next is Zipper. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Great Barrier Reef! Shut up, bottom feeder! I hate this game as monkey bars gymnastic! Why? You soon find out. But let's see the game itself. In this game, we are in Great Barrier Reef, located in the Coral Sea of Australia's northeastern coast, precisely on the coast of Queensland, stretching from Bundaberg up to the Torres Strait Islands. Aquatic plants and animals of all different shapes and sizes can be found on the Great Barrier Reef. That sadly, as far as I know, there are many reasons Great Barrier Reef had so many damage. From climate change, pollution such as plastic, low awareness from human, unsustainable fishing, and the worst of them all, and don't angry March, coral bleaching. You hear me? Coral bleaching! Basically, that coral is sick and gradually dying from various reasons, mostly climate change. Well, if a coral dies, several fish loses their home and might die if they cannot migrate. So, coral was very important. Many aquatic fauna are dependent and sustained from a coral. One of them is Great Barrier Reef. But why it has anything to do with Zipper? Well, one word, vacation. In this game, we need to control Zipper in the water with mouse. Hold or click left click to make Zipper swim upward and release it to swim downward. To collect bones to increase score, well, the longer you survive, yeah, survive, you hear me, the more score you have as the game gradually become faster and faster to score more. But also beware of zebra, moray eel, and pufferfish, or game over. Sounds easy enough. Well, that is the misunderstanding part. Remember, we are in the Great Barrier Reef? Guess what? Up and down are the barrier you need to avoid. Because if you touch any of them, Zipper is drowned. Drowned? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. That is cruel. I know we are in underwater, but drown? This is kids' game. What the hell are you thinking? Well, if that makes you sad, this one makes you think twice about life. The RNG. The worst thing happened in gaming history. Why? Because the obstacles are randomly generated throughout the game. So there is no repetition but makes you caught off guard because how sudden the shift is. For example, you are in very wet area filled with small and big coral, and then the difficulties start ranking up with narrow spot. And how the obstacles put in there? I mean, would you like to choose up or down when the screen automatically generated area for you? Would you like to risk to go up or down when an eel or pufferfish are in the front of narrow exit spot? Would you like to risk drowning just because a bone was inside a coral? Of course not. This is the issue with this game. The randomly generated area that you cannot predict. I mean, I don't have any grudge with that. But how the game can easily become difficult even in slow pace. Even some of these obstacles hitbox are really tight, especially eel. I hate eel in this game. But other than that, it's an easy simple game with every surprise in it. But here is what I don't understand. There are these fish and big octopus in the main menu. Why don't you put them as obstacles too, as there is only 2 in the game? Waste of opportunity, you know. Alright, next. Zipper's Kennel Chaos. Well, this one just puzzle game. In this game, Zipper alongside his diverse friends are crammed all together in this doghouse. And you need to figure it out how to get him out of there. Just click on those dogs, pull them in and out to make way for Zipper. Just that. Different level, different difficulty on how you must solve that current level. And there is move counter that doesn't matter, but I do feeling to result score either you win or lose. Just simple puzzle game with various type of dogs and their constant barking. Good. Next. Zipper spin the tail on kitty. Remember that put tail on donkey? Similar to that. Except we do that on a felon and... Hey, you moron. Stay focused on the video. In this game, we need to memorize her position to put the tail correctly. The position always randomized, so you need to remember where her back part is. Although you don't need to be precise, just where her tail could be put in right place. If done correctly, Zipper congratulate you for having her tail back. But if not, Zipper mourn her? Like what? Man, we are playing memorizing game in a party, not having a surgery. Jeez man, chill out. Just simple memorizing game, nothing more to it. Easy. This last one, however, is another challenging game even though just a simple connecting game. And I must say this one has some effort with its presentation and direction of its design. Just look at the main menu. That's pretty neat actually within the situation in the game. In here, we are not playing as Zipper, but helping him connecting one pipe to another from house tap to deliver water to his water bowl. But sadly, there is a sprite of Zipper and his friends but never appear on the game. I wonder why. But that is not our concern here, but the situation. But this hot weather and our thirsty body here. I'm playing on easy mode because hard mode are really difficult. So no, in this game, you need to put various pipes to one another on a single lane one by one to create one long pipes. The goal is to deliver water from this house tap to this water bowl across the yard, which their location always the same per level and difficulty. There is only two type of pipes, 2 and 4 hole pipe that you can connect based on their shape and hole position, although you cannot rotate it. Although this game is generous about giving score, but also the penalty is not messing around. The generous part is when you put all pipes in right order and deliver the water to the bowl, you receive score as result. But there is a special rule in here. You see the water on this step slowly rising filling up. If you already finished connecting all pipes, you can start the water and get double score as result. This also including connecting pipes to several bonus items for scores such as bones, teddy bear, and especially water tank. This special tank can slow down water movement until the tank is full and acting like usual pipe, but give you extra big score. But the penalty also big and severe if you are not careful enough. Several example is when you accidentally choose wrong pipe and you want to discard it. You put it in the yard hoping it connect one way or another, and then you found the pipe you are looking for and replace it. It reduce your score. Or you do put it and connect it to several pipes, but the water travel to logical route that ended up not filling the other pipes, causing you to lose points, or you put it in trash bin. Or the worst part, you accidentally click this blue part while holding a pipe, causing the game automatically cancel your pipe, resulting even more points lost. But you can prevent it by click the skip option to remove the first available pipe without loss of points. But this case is different in hard mode while the levels are similar. The difference is the start water timer is much shorter, you only have 5 skip, but retain those 5 skip on another level. But the worst part from it, in hard mode, you can only choose the first part near the trash bin indicated by this red line, so your moves are totally limited. What can you say? It's hard mode all along. Except you play easy mode like me. When the timer are longer, all pipes are available to choose from 99 skip and retain those number on another level. But it's you to decide which gameplay you want to tackle. But in the end, just connect all pipes and evade several obstacles which is just roadblock. Nothing harm from it or reduce scores from it. Some levels are total piece of cake and some level can be totally puzzling. Like the last level which you must connect pipes to several water tank, but remember that they connect like usual pipe, so don't get confused. Overall, simple yet complex challenging game for kids. The idea of this game is to creatively but strategically put those pipes to create one long pipes to gain big score. Well, if you are score maniac, and I believe there is more Zipper game out there, but I don't know if it's working or not. Well, what do you say, March? Oh, you want to end this video? Okay. Finally I can take a rest for a while. So, there it is. I must say some games are fairly easy, but then some games are just difficult for no apparent reason. But the reason behind this game is to teach and introduce children about nature in a fun way. with youth animal character, youth presentation about nature, not a gruesome one of course, about their interesting and important value to attract interest from children to learn this beauty among the danger, if you know what I mean. And so the end of the video, right? Oh, yep, oh, it is. So thank you for watching and see you on the last part. Ciao!